So 2025, New Year's Eve, man, that was such a great. Just when I think I cannot create uh, a lifetime of a memory, I, I end up creating more lifetime of a memory. These unforgettable moments that I create, I really think has to do with my mindset and the mentality and just rewarding myself. Right? It's just spirit, right? It's there. Of course, it's money too, but it's your spirit because a lot of people have the money, they lack the spirit. Some people don't have that spirit. I'm not saying I'm a millionaire, but I do decent. Um, and I'm positioning it. I'm prefacing it this way so that you can see what's the B rolls, right? I had planned this New Year's Eve celebrations uh, a few months ago, and I couldn't find a spot. Lo hole and behold, magically, after I came back from the Dallas, Texas trip, San Antonio trip, right, where I gave my final presentation for the tech job, which I got. Uh, I pulled the trigger and said, "Screw it! I'm going to pull the trigger and book my girlfriend and I a lavish experience, counting down New Year's Eve." So that's exactly what I did. I found it. We had the window side seating at Spagos, which is a really upscale American cuisine restaurant, top of the world. Vegas has some of the best chefs in town, in the whole world actually. And 6 course meal, 5 or 6 course meal, and it was amazing. Like the minute we walked in, we were just blown away, blown away. Um, we we pre-partied in the daytime, right? So we pre-partied in the daytime. So we had this amazing lunch at a local restaurant joint here with maybe 2 mimosas, just kept it light, uh, and just romancing. We've been together for a year and 4 or 5 months now, so it almost always feels like new with her. At least that's what I'm saying. But I'm just gonna keep in the girlfriend mode because the holidays can really make you think about popping the question. If I had to pop the question, I should have popped the question 10 years ago, meaning that was my time. I'm 49. I'm not looking to get married. Too old for that. And I cannot give her the kids. It's not that I cannot. I have a great sperm count and all of that, testosterone. Oh, I'm very healthy. Kids are not for me. You know, I would marry her for the sole purpose so I could spend all the time with her. Kids just change the dynamics for me. And I've paid my dues in life. A lot of pain, a lot of struggle. It's all on my channel. I share my background, my backstory. Everything you see may appear like the main story, but these are just highlight reels of all the hard work and dedication that my life entails. But I say all that to say this is that I had a wonderful time to put myself in this position. I am just super blessed. Uh, we both were just, quote unquote, in love. And she's still floating on cloud nine. I spoke to her last night. She actually called me just to talk to me. It was really cute. I got to meet her cats. She stays at this place and she feeds the cats. And I got to see her operate in her own element. It was so cute. Like, because I'm always leading the way, right? I'm always planning things and keeping it exciting, and I'm paying for it, but she doesn't have to pay for anything. I'm well enough I can pay for her. And I bet you there's a lot of American women, I will say, that want that lifestyle. And I'm not doing it because to show off or anything like that. I'm doing it because it's coming from my heart. She's very feminine and she's really nice to be around. Colombians, Latinas, they're feisty. Their temper is feisty, but it's a different kind of temper, anger. It's almost like they make you want to do better. And when they get angry, it's just really, it's love. It's coming from a place of love. It's not masculine at all. Like, she's very cute. And I like her a lot. And I like this vibe right now. Someone to ride the wave. That's what I'm doing. Folks, I could describe everything I felt when I was inside Bellagio, but I think what you're seeing is success. This is what a successful life looks like, at least for me. And if this is this is how the rest of my life plays out, I have no complaints. This was absolutely beautiful, like absolutely beautiful what we experienced. You know, just, oh man, just being inside that place. It's a private viewing, it's a private setup, and people are, you know, paying top dollar to be inside that space. Um, and the fact that I was sitting there with them, with my girlfriend, you know, everyone was, of course, looking at us and looking at her. She was looking gorgeous in a black dress. We were just so excited. But our trip from home, from her home to Vegas to downtown Strip, we left late, and I told her we should leave early. But of course, you know, she's a girl. She's got to do her thing. 2 hours or so, makeup and all, right? So it added up, but we called Uber. Although Bellagio was about 4 or 5 miles away from her place, it took us over 1 hour to get there. All the stations and all the lights and all the intersections and main entrances to the larger casinos were blocked off. So, you know, this driver of ours, he's a local. He managed to maneuver his way around, and it took over an hour, but he got us there. And so we got to this other casino, which leads us right into Bellagio, which was the best bang for your buck. And he called it. So he called it, and we got off, and it was a 20-minute walk. So we got to this casino around 8:05, 8:10. And man, I can't tell you how the stars aligned. So it was a 20-minute walk, and we finally got to Bellagio from inside, right? All the walk and finding it. And we got to Spagos Restaurant, and I'll tell you, once we got there, our faces, we were both kind of edgy, right? We were both irritated. I was irritated with her because she was on the phone a lot. She's young, right? So, but you know, I'm a man, so everything is on my shoulders. So I'm planning, I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out backup, and we tried to call Spagos, and I tried to call to see what are the impacts if we're late. Turns out we were fine. We get to the line. There's only like 3 couples in front of us. Mind you, Bellagio is packed inside. But the Spagos only select few, right? So we're in the line, and then we have a big smile. We made it. 8:28. Our reservation was 8:30. I can't tell you how excited we were. Like, oh, we made it. And then when we get inside, we just we can't explain the feeling. Like, you have to take it in. It's a lot. It's a lot. I know that people live here in Vegas. They live here and they still cannot experience what we were able to experience, meaning to go out to these places. And you see Paris, the Eiffel Tower. You see, the Paris, the ball. We can see in the video, the tower, the water fountain, and we were right by the water, right by the window. I mean, it took us an hour to really soak in. For me, this was a confirmation that everything's coming together in my life. And my departure from my trip from California, exodus from California to Nevada, Las Vegas, I think this was the pinnacle moment right here, because I've lived here for over 2.5 years now. And I've never celebrated New Year's Eve on the Strip, and I got to do it. And I wasn't just in the regular crowd. I was secluded from all of that. I paid for it, and it was worth the experience. And so, while she was excited and I was excited too, but I was thinking, how can I triple down on this kind of success in 2025? And I want to do better. I want to do better, bigger, and more. Better, bigger, more. Achieve more of this to put myself in these positions. I'm in awe. Like, what I can't put this into words, man. Like, this was so special what just happened. And of course I shared it with my close friends. My profile is public on Instagram. So if you want to go check it out, you can go check it out. It's just beyond words can't describe. The videos don't do it enough justice to what you're seeing. Uh, all the way from just the fountains and the awe of taking the strip in, right? And the fireworks, that was just, and then we saw a boat in there too. That was like, whoa, you know, it's hard enough to see water here, and so that satisfied my water, quote unquote, ocean lake um, thirst, right? Because it was nice to be around water for a change and just be there for 5 6 hours, because it kind of brought back memories from California, the beach, the lakes that's out there. There are lakes here too, but Lake Las Vegas. That's the next one I want to explore. But um, having your food, having a DJ booth outside, having a private deck with only the people who reserved to eat there could go on and actually literally reach out to the water and put your phone up and you can see New Year's, the fireworks and everything, right? Uh, Folks, it was such a blast. It was such a blast. Do I need to say anything more, or you can look at the footage for yourself? Like, I am speechless. I'm lost for words. If I had to do this again for New Year's this year, I would hands down do it again. But of course, now I have plenty of time to reserve another spot for New Year's, right? So, you know, earlier in 2024, which is also on my YouTube channel, I did a countdown. I said my birthday celebration, top of the world stratosphere. So I've hit the top view, and now I hit the majestic view from the ground floor, overlooking the lake. And I have zero complaints on how this turned out, folks. This was everything I anticipated and I expected. And afterwards, you know, when it was over, they didn't kick us out or anything, meaning that we could stay there for 1:30, 2 o'clock. We had a nice dessert with the 2025 in the cake, you know, and then it was amazing. Just very romantic. Very romantic. She was very present with me. She was very appreciative. I think there was a moment where she almost cried. And I teared up too, is because she's looking at this as like I am the best thing that's happened. And let's admit, I'm not bragging, but she told me this, and it makes me humble, you know. Let's take a look at the view here as I walk. But it made me humble, you know. Like, she's from Colombia, she's telling me about her stories and the poverty area that she comes from, and here she is with me today. So, you know, 10 years ago I would have married her, but we are not 10 years ago, and I'm at this age, ripe old midway point of my life. Hopefully it's midway, but 49, right? There's no marriage in the cards for me, folks. And you know, most people these days cannot even get a decent quality relationship from that aspect, right? Let alone a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So if you found someone, and if I'm happy with it, I'm more than satisfied to keep this in the girlfriend zone for as long as it you know, rides the wave. And if she wants more and pressures me for it and gets upset, I am willing to walk away from it. Because listen, folks, in order for me to have my mental peace, my clarity, my health, you know, my anxiety levels, I struggle with that too. I cannot withstand the stress of marriage. And you know, I've made it known on my other videos why I chose not to marry, and it turns out it's a great decision after all. But that's that video. I won't go there. But she's a good girlfriend, right? She's a great to be around. Made a lot of other girls jealous, of course. But New Year's was amazing. We got home, you know, it was very romantic. So you can put the dot dot dot. And we woke up next day just on a high, but we were dehydrated. And then she dropped me back home because I stayed at her place. And then she went about her way. So we're still very much on that high, the sugar high. I think it's going to last for a few days. There's a lot of footage here that I'm sharing with you all. hopefully you folks appreciate the breathtaking views, and I encourage you all that the next time you're coming out to Vegas, uh, albeit it's not going to be New Year's Eve, but everything that you saw is 100% legit, minus the fireworks. So I would encourage you to come out and visit Spagos Restaurant inside the Bellagio and check it out for yourselves. Okay, so we're back to business. I haven't missed walking 10,000 steps almost every single day. I just haven't posted a video because my faceless channel is picking up a lot of steam and fire, and I'm on the road to monetization there. So that's where the money is going to be at. So, but my health comes first, and so I wanted to not waste time and drop a video and um, show you guys that 10,000 steps, fasting, sleeping, and nutrition and stress. We're gonna do this all over again this year. That's the goal. Okay. So I'm gonna call it here, and you know what to do. You know how we do this. Mamba out.